back, and now they got another crack at it.
Martin and Griffin, the wide receivers. Milius is the slot back, and Salter's in motion. Richardson over the middle. He's got Milius inside the 40. He's inside the 30. He's inside the 20, and he's knocked down at the 10-yard line of Mountain View. First down, Mesa. Dennis Milius on the reception, his 17th reception of the year. He's caught 3 touchdown passes, and Richardson laid it right on the money. 44 yards on the completion.
Say it's something that made that play go. We have a flag on the play, but it's going to be against Mountain View. Number 5 is Craig Martin coming in. He took the man guarding Milius with him. Milius came to the outside and was wide open down the sidelines, as you can see.
So a big 44-yard completion to get the ball down to the 10-yard line. The penalty was against Mountain View, and so Mesa, with the first real scoring opportunity of this football game, they are inside the Toro 10.
Jess Parker talked before the ball game that his ball club needed to stop the big plays by Mesa. And right here, the Jackrabbits have stuck with a big play.
So Milius was spilled at the 9-yard line. Now they'll step off the penalty from that point and put it down just inside the 5-yard line, where it's going to be first and goal. We'll call it at the 4-yard line of Mountain View. Martin out. Orlando McKay in with the play from Jim Rattay. How important might it be for the first team to score in this ball game? Whoever scores first. How much of an advantage is that going to be?
I don't know if it'll be that big an advantage. I think it'll be more of a disadvantage to Mesa if they can't punch it in right here.
Richardson. Salter. Not much running room. Got maybe back to the line of scrimmage and not much more. Tackle by Darren Cower from the defensive tackle spot. He's a senior, 6'1", 197. Blakeman in a defensive end position for the Toros, just a sophomore. The only sophomore in the starting lineup. Second down, goal to go. Ball at the 4-yard line. Mesa on the move. Clock running, 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
They're going to get whistled for a delay of the game penalty if they're not careful.
Richardson sets them up. They readjust the backs, and there's the penalty flag. You are right. It took them a lot of time to get that one underway.
It's still early, but that's something that has happened already. Mesa is taking a lot of time to get its plays in and then get them off.
Mountain View ranks first in defense in the region. They are yielding less than 100 yards rushing a game. And last week, Corona del Sol was held to minus 20 yards rushing by this Toro defense. And so far, the big attack for Mesa has been the pass. They've hit a couple of big ones to Sean Griffin over the middle earlier for a first down, and the 44-yard strike to Milius to put him in scoring position where they are right now. Ball's moved back to the 9-yard line. It is still second down, goal to go. Griffin and McKay are the wide receivers. Stephan and Milius shift out in the backfield. Richardson fakes. He'll throw in the end zone. Got a man. Touchdown! Touchdown, Mesa! Looks like Sean Griffin, who took the touchdown pass from Richardson, as Richardson throws his 9th touchdown pass of the year, and the Jackrabbits draw first blood. They lead 6-0. Griffin, his 2nd touchdown reception of the year. He's a 6'1" junior.
Now, Griffin didn't have a lot of room left to work with in the back corner of the end zone, and Richardson just put it right there on the numbers.
9-yard scoring pass, and it's 6-0 as Tom Duncan will try and tack on point number 7 for Mesa. Out of the hold of Craig Martin. The kick on the way, it's no good. He hooked it wide to the left side. And so it is 6-0 Mesa as the clock shows 3:52 to go first quarter. And on that drive, Richardson, so very effective, he was perfect. 3 for 3 for 67 yards on that drive, including the final 9-yard strike to Griffin for the touchdown. So
we have seen here early what could be the critical difference between Mesa and Mountain View. Mesa has a better passing attack than the Toros. In fact, Mesa throws the ball about twice as many times a ball game as does Mountain View. And here it is, a strike from Richardson to Griffin to put the Jackrabbits on top. Richardson couldn't have walked over there and handed it to him any better than he did right there.
So the extra point missed. It's 6-0. Duncan will kick it off to the Toros of Mountain View.
Something else on that touchdown play. The pattern run by Griffin was very good. He didn't get that wide open simply by running a routine pattern out there. He sent his man inside, and then he broke outside.
Brendan Zachary is the deep man standing back at his own 5-yard line. Duncan set to kick it away. It's a low kick. Going to bounce up and be taken at about the 20-yard line. And out over the 30 to the 37 or 38-yard line. Jason Phillips, the up man, took it, and he gets back to about the 38, so Mountain View will start from that point. 1st and 10. Second time they've touched the football here in the first quarter. The first time they were held without a first down. Trevor Cavanaugh back on the field to guide the offense. Well, we've just had a power outage here at Toro Stadium. All the lights are out, and fireworks flying.
I don't know, are we still on? We may still be on, George.
We may still be on. There were sparks flying.
There's a power line just to the east here of the stadium, northeast from where we are positioned in the press box, and it looked like the power line broke because it was like fireworks going off over there.
And all of a sudden the lights went out, and we're going to have to wait to see how long it's going to be before there's going to be we get it back again. So we'll take a break and come back when play resumes here at Toro Stadium. Our score in the first quarter, Mesa 6, Mountain View. The power failure as the lights run. I guess for a period of about 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. And evidently there was an automobile accident where a car had run into a pole right outside the stadium, and one of the transformers was damaged. So all the power was down here for a while, but now we are back operating efficiently, and Mesa's still waiting to make theirs. Mesa, they'll be out their appearance on the field. The only scoring in this game thus far, and we have 3:48 to go in the first quarter, was on Mesa's last drive when Jim Richardson threw this 9-yard touchdown pass to Sean Griffin in the corner of the end zone. The extra point was no good, and so as it stands right now, Mesa is in the lead by a score of 6-0.
Needless to say, nothing happened while we were dark during those 20 minutes, except there was some talk about what to do if the power couldn't come back on over at Mountain View, and apparently these teams and the coaches and principals of the two schools were going to pack up and move this game over to Mesa High and leave us here all by ourselves.
Right. And all of these fans. And it's the standing room only crowd here. Both sides of the fields are jammed. It is such a big game as Mesa's undefeated in region play and Mountain View right behind with only one league loss. And so there's a lot riding on this one. Jim Rattay right there, the head coach of Mesa, who's taking his team from a 1-9 record to 7-1, and there's Jess Parker. So both ball clubs regrouping, getting set to pick up play, and when we do pick it up, it'll be Mountain View in possession of the football, and they'll have it out at about their own 37-yard line.
Well, it shouldn't be that big an adjustment. After all, they were in the locker room only about the same amount of time that they would have been in there for a halftime.
Right. As Doug pointed out, it's a good point. You know, all 4 teams from the city of Mesa in this central region could well be the 4 representatives from the central region when it comes time for the playoffs.
Although Dobson and West